And we are live. For some reason, that corner looks really dark to me. I'm just noticing. Not sure why. Anyway, the light's working, but anyway, maybe I'm a little dark today. I don't know. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Jeff, VW Bricks here. Weekly chat 191. Lots of new sets dropped, including something that just got dropped a few minutes ago. We'll get to it shortly. Just checking my settings, making sure my audio is good. Yes, yes. Check and check. Okay, good. Hello. Been an interesting week. Lots of sorting, as you can. Let me just figure out which way to move. Behind me here, I have my parts sorted by color. I was doing that last week, or finishing that after Bricks in the Six. I started before Bricks in the Six. So every fall, winter, this period of time, I tend to start my yearly sort. So any sets that I've built in the past year that I don't feel like keeping built, any old creations that I decide to deal with or get rid of, take apart, that type of stuff, and any Lego I've acquired over the past year or so that, just from buying them and all that other stuff, I throw into the yearly sort. Right now I'm sorting bright light orange. I sort by part and color, as you probably know. So yeah, tomorrow is Fake Turkey Day, so happy Fake Turkey Day to all of you Americans. And again, I'll say it one more time because I say it every year, but I'll say it one more time. Canada had Thanksgiving first, not first in the year, but first in history. I think Americans adopted a Thanksgiving, I think it was like 20 or 30 years after the first Canadians decided to honor it or to do it. So happy fake Turkey Day to everybody on the other side of the border. Yeah, so not sure if anybody will join us tonight. We'll see what happens. Like I said, Turkey Day in the States, so Matt might not be joining. Who knows? But we got lots to talk about. Lots of sets. Lots of sets over here, and even more as I was going through the last week. Lots of Lego City sets. There's some Star Wars announcements as well. So yeah, lots of things. So sorry. Public service announcement, the Walmart bag. If you use the bin I just showed, these bins, which are bead landing bins for Michael's. In fact, here, let me just do this, since I already have the screen up. And you live in Canada, from now until, I think it's September, now until December 2nd, I believe it is, or December 1st, these bins are half price. And they fit Lego very nicely. And hold on, let me grab them out. And the ones that are currently available are clear texture, whereas some of the older ones were kind of a smoked texture. You can still see in it, but the clear ones are even nicer. Bead landing. Well, you can see it on the page here. In fact, you know what? I'll throw a URL in the chat, just so that people can have it. There's one person watching. Anyway, there you go. I picked up their half price, so $6.99. The regular price on for $3.49. These never go on sale. They never go on sale. They're considered one of the store's everyday value products, which doesn't apply to any 40% off coupons that they usually have or anything. So they never go on sale. So they went on sale for the first time that I've ever seen. So I went to my store tonight and I bought them out. They had 23 in stock. I bought 25. Do I need that many? No, I'm down to 1 because I'm doing sorting, and as I expand, I'm going to need more. Do I need 25? Maybe in the next year and a half. But I'm still buying them because half price. For the record, back when I started using these bins, they were like $4. So they're basically back to, 10-year-old pricing. Anyways, hello, Jeff, Paul, and Cause, Bricks. Hello. Welcome, everybody. So yeah, bead landing, bins, Michaels, if you're in Canada, on sale. Good price. We'll leave it like that for now. Well, actually, I meant to actually go back to the banner. There we go. So yeah. So I've been, as I mentioned already, sorting like mad. Whenever I can, I'm doing some sorting between that and watching TV when I'm eating dinner or lunch or stuff. But mainly sorting and working. Sometimes both at the same time. It's a quiet day, which we're getting into quiet days right now because things are slowing down at work. But anyway, so yeah. News. What I've been doing, kind of summarized it right there. Let me just see if I have any other photos that might have described what I've done this week. I don't even know if I've taken many photos because I haven't been building. Yes, there is some things. Hold on, let me just remove some items here. Monday, Friday, I'm just deleting some stuff that I don't need and that I don't need to share. Delete. All right, let's just get rid of these. Sorry, this is watching me look at my computer screen. Move to trash. November 18th. So I did score some deals last week. So this being one of them. So my local Royal Canadian Superstore had a deal on for last week. It was a one-day deal, Thursday. So I mean, it's too late now. This is last Thursday. I did share it with a few people. Buy one, get one 50% off. It's like, okay, cool, that's a good deal. And then they also had this deal for that actually expires tomorrow. Every $100 spent on small appliances, toys, home, baby, cosmetics, health, beauty, pharmacy, you get 2,500 points, 25,000 points, which is equal to $25. And that's for every $100. So you spend $200, you get 50,000 points. So I was looking around. It was like, oh, there's a 50% or a buy one get one half off deal. Oh, hey, someone we've got company. Hey, Matt.
Hello.
Happy Gobble Day Eve.
I know. I've been cleaning all day.
Eve. You've been what?
I've been cleaning all day.
Cleaning all day. Oh, you have company coming over. You said you invite friends over, right?
Yeah, I got a couple Lego folks coming over.
Cool. Did you get a chance to see Chris today?
No, there was a mix-up about when and where, and I went to the store 2 hours before he showed up, and I was like, "Yeah, I gotta go back home and clean. I'm not going to second."
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Chris was in Atlanta for a little bit today. So yeah, I was just talking about the cool deal that I got last week, which was so basically I found two sets. I ended up buying two sets last week. Each of these was $130 Canadian, marked down to $100. So I didn't get the buy one get one half off deal. I didn't get the 25% off, but these were already basically 25% off anyhow because they were $130 to $100. And I bought them, two of them, so it was $200 worth of Lego, and I got an additional $50 off in the collecting points. And I ended up using my points that I had acquired because I was originally going to buy a Lego gift card, and because I used to have shop at home gift cards at my grocery store, and they don't now for some reason. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just buy these sets with those points. So I basically spent, I spent $190 in points. So I technically paid $10 for these sets. And I got another $50 in points for the future. Anyways, sometimes, shopping at my grocery store, Real Canadian Superstore, or any of the PC Optimum brand stores pays off.
I saw the ad for the Canadian Superstore when I was up there, but I didn't get a chance to go in. Is it a good place to
well, this ad was after Bricks and the Six. They have a small toy department, but they don't usually have things on sale like much. Okay. I mean, they have they're usually you know how most stores have it like for things for like $25.99. These guys usually have it for $26 even, which is like, okay, cool. Round up a penny. Wow, hey, some mouse. Speaking of, hey, Davey.
Computer off mute.
Computer off mute.
computer is now off mute. I can hear you guys now.
Computer is now off mute. Okay, got it.
Hi, kids.
Who are you calling mute?
So yeah, I was talking about Superstore. They usually don't have great Lego deals, but a couple of times of the year when they clear out the old stuff, they do deep discount it, and I usually get some decent pricing. I think the last one I got was I bought 13 of the Harry Potter smaller sets with the two horses, the baby horse, the skeletal horse, the baby horse, and the mama horse, the Thestrals, I think they were. And I bought 13 of those kits for like $8 instead of 25 or whatever they were at. Each of the horses cost about $5, so I ended up selling the horses, which I've already done, paid for those sets alone. So in my store, but yeah. Anyway.
Jeff knows how to find the good bargoons.
Well, sometimes.
Always.
It helps that I go to my grocery store like literally 2 or 3 times a week. So I always walk down that Lego aisle because, hey, Lego aisle. They've also had the collectible minifigs there in the past, but they don't have them for the current Dungeons and Dragons line, which kind of sucked. But ooh, yeah, say I remember those. Imported from Canada.
Not
I
for
did
long.
not declare them at the border.
Oh, you didn't declare? Well, you didn't really pay for them. They were a gift. So how could you? You didn't have a receipt for them.
We need to figure out the spaceman to.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I don't know how much these things cost. So
there's the orange spaceman debacle too, which I have. I've collected them all.
Matt, it was wonderful hanging out with you for a weekend.
yeah, you were more extroverted for a Lego person than you typically find. So
I fake it a lot.
I enjoyed chatting with you.
I put on this air of extrovertedness. I am an INFP by my basic nature.
Definitely want you to come down to Atlanta at some time when you get maybe when your son's a little more grown up and doing his own things or whatever. So,
or just come down anyhow. Go down anyhow.
You have to go to the post office, and it goes.
God, hold on. We have a problem. We have 2 Daves.
Oh no!
Hey,
one's missing
there's
a Lego.
the handsome young man.
He's here.
Maybe they're really the same person.
Hello.
No, one of them has more hair than the other one does now, for sure. And Cowdice is the one with more hair.
They both have hair. I'm jealous.
They both have hair. This is true.
On Matthew's standard, we both have hair.
Happy American Thanksgiving tomorrow. Not like any of us celebrate. We just celebrate the Black Fridays. And
yeah, it's going to be it's kind of funny. I mentioned this on Monday, how the Black Friday, of course, is very contingent upon the timing of American Thanksgiving. But now it's like, even like European hat companies are like, we're having a Black Friday thing. So I guess Black Friday's gone global.
Well, it's in Canada too, eh? So
yeah, I mean, I think we were having that conversation old Gray Bricks on Monday. Was that like you were asking about Halloween, if it carries over to the Europe, and I mean it is now, but you said does Europe celebrate Thanksgiving? And I'm like probably not, but they definitely will probably do Black Friday because that's like a sale deal. Same with double ones. I think that's what it's called. There's January 11th. There's a I can't remember what the date what it was. There's a day in like China where it's Singles Day is what they call it. And I've started seeing advertisements for that here now as well.
But Singles Day was totally made up by Alibaba.
By a corporation. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Okay.
It was totally made up by Alibaba and it's like Prime Day for Amazon.
Okay.
And Alibaba just invented Singles Day to sell more stuff to people. And
that's the entire point of Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day was created for like greeting card companies.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, Singles Day, the idea being.
Pretty sure St. Valentine didn't send anybody greetings.
I'm quite sure that St. Valentine has nothing to do with love and romance.
No, but he definitely has wings in
red maybe, yes. I think St. Valentine has something to do with red, but other than that, I don't think there's anything else.
Arrows through the heart. I think that part might be. but not in a romantic way.
What a poor saint. Sylvie.
He had to be martyred just so we can all give each other like candies on
Candies and chocolate and cards.
All right. Mr. St-Cyr.
Yes.
David.
Hi.
How's your basement?
Yeah, he's missing a Lego room, but he did come to us live for the first time.
Yeah.
How's your basement? That's nice.
It's coming along. I wanted to show you guys, but unfortunately, the electrician is doing his job right now, and he's not finished. So all the lights were taking out because he's putting like I don't know how to be called it in English, like
outlets.
Yeah.
So to whichever one of us said whatever, he said in general. So
yeah,
you said
so
you said pot lights.
Yeah, but but the lights aren't installed yet. So
okay,
and it's still like on the rough. The most of the drywall is done, except for the part where the electrician had to go in. The bathroom still isn't done, but the walls are up. So the Lego studio actually has walls now, but there's like drywall sheets, and the freezer is still in that room, and the closet containing the water heater is still there. So the water heater tank is still there. The closet is not closed. There's no doors right now, so the doors are
yeah. But there's progress.
There's progress. They're working every day. They're coming at 7. They wake me up, and because they go through the garage door, and so I give them the code, so they just go in, do their stuff, and at about 2 o'clock, 2 or 3 o'clock, they leave. And so
well, when I was 15, the summer I was 15, my dad and I built a house from the ground up, and it always my dad and mom had bought used homes that were older and needed a lot of work, and so they had done a bathroom remodel, kitchen remodel, and my dad's like, one of these days I'd just like to build my own house and get everything exactly the way I wanted. So when I was 15, that happened. So they bought like this kit from like Lowe's Hardware. You could go in and like order all the rooms, and basically this semi tractor trailer comes out, and like the crane like lifts over this giant assembly of lumber, and it's like, that's going to be your house. It's like, put it together, and it came with like wall section blueprints. Anyway, so to your point about not having doors, we were so eager to move it out of the camper that we were living out of that we moved in with no doors, and we just hung curtains on curtain rods on every door. And the bathroom was an honor system where you just knocked and you were like, is anybody in there? So,
you knock on a curtain.
Well, you knock on the
wall. Yeah,
the wall. So like we went like, I don't know, like a month with no doors until my dad put the door in everybody's bedroom. But we were so happy.
I can't even go to the bathroom downstairs because like the toilet bowl is out. The only thing working in the bathroom downstairs is the washer and dryer that the guys kept for us, because we need some clothes from time to time, especially Jacob, who's playing hockey, and he needs to wash his clothes for when he's done.
Oh, you only need to wash hockey gear twice a year, trust me.
Ew, gross. By gear you mean the pads and stuff, right? Like obviously the uniform you would wash more regularly, I hope.
You just hang that up, let it air dry.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
You need one of those PVC like stick man. You hang the gear up and let it dry out in the garage.
I am so glad that I never had a hockey.
That really does decrease the frequency that you need to wash it if you just let it air out. So the worst thing is like leave it all packed up in a bag and just let it fester. That's not good.
Ugh, gross.
Well, the best way to air out hockey equipment is during the summer. You lay out in the sun. It's gonna work wonders with the odors and stuff. But we can't do that all
Well,
all year round here in Canada, unfortunately.
Women hockey players don't have to do that because women don't sweat; they glisten.
Oh, jeez.
They just glisten.
Um,
That's what my female hockey player friends tell me.
Well, I can tell you that 13 and 14-year-old boys, when they play hockey, my God, I like at the end of a game or a practice, I give like a 1-minute speech or 30-second speech, and then I get out of the locker room because it's just unbearable.
Well, the other problem though is like when they get just a little bit older and they're trying to impress girls. I remember occasionally my men's league team would go in right after like the 15, 14-year-olds would clear out, and the whole locker room smelled like Axe body spray because they were convinced that it would make them like 10% sexier to the girls if they like covered their body in Axe body spray. That's not a good year. Let me tell
you. We have enough budget this year that me and the mom who's managing the team, we're actually getting everyone in the team an Axe body spray for Christmas.
Poor Jeff's like, I thought this was a Lego show.
Actually, I was just about to.
He's still opening 25 windows so he can quickly.
No, I was just going to throw this up. Anyway.
All right.
But I did want to share one thing. I managed to get my entire layout down into the basement. It took a week.
Wow.
Because I empty out the huge, massive bins. I empty them out.
Did you find any helicopters?
Well, we did take pictures of helicopters for you, and a few of them. But I emptied them out, and I put them like I empty the bin. I bring the bin downstairs because it's too big to fit down the stairs and carry that 40 or 50 pounds of bin. Then I bring all the modules down and repack it down here in the basement. And the last big bin I brought down, I had put 2 smaller modules on top of each other to bring them down, and I got them safely downstairs. But I put the first one down, and then I went to go grab the one on top of it, and as I did, it slid, and that happened. So that was last night. So I basically just sat there and.
It was a very bouncy house.
It was what?
It was a very bouncy house.
Yeah, well, yeah, this one was, yeah. So I ended up just figuring out how it went together, and finally, I rebuilt it. So yay.
Woo!
Oh yeah, and like I said, bins at the bead bins at Michael's on for half price till the 2nd, and that's 25 of them right there.
I might have to see if that's true in the U.S. I like those little.
In my new Lego studio, I'll have the garage. Well, not our garage anymore because it's going to be cut in half. But the space where the garage where it was, the door leading to that will be directly in front of the door to my Lego studio, so I can actually just open both doors and bring stuff in or bring stuff out for a show. So
yeah, I'm in the process of building a house in my head, because eventually I will be building a house. Well, I'll be getting a house built somewhere out in the country when I'm ready to sell this place and all that stuff. Anyways, long story short,
Peterborough was already in the country.
It is, but I want to move out to the country. I want a lot that's bigger than what I'm in. I don't want a neighbor that I share a laneway with, because that's an annoyance. Because my neighbor's kids drive the car now, and sometimes they park the car like we have it's a double wide laneway with a little speed bump kind of all the way down the center, and sometimes their car, the wheel is right on that bump or right beside the bump, and I go to pull in and I'm like, now I have to park differently so I can actually get into my car.
That's passive aggressive right there, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Well, no, it's I don't think they do it on purpose. It's just they just come in a hurry or whatever. Anyways, but yeah, one of my things is I want a garage on the basement level that has a room right beside it which will be the storage for all of the the garage will be for the trailer, and then I'll have a room right beside it, which will be my storage room for all of the show stuff. So all I have to do is take it out of the trailer, if I even have to, because if the trailer's warm or if the garage is warm enough, I might not even have to do that. But literally take it out of the trailer, move it into that room, and it's done. And then my Lego room would attach to that. That's in my goal. That's, or my brain. That's what I would like to have. But yeah,
sweet.
Oh, I thought you were about to say something when you said we.
No, I said sounds sweet.
Sweet. Okay, so you haven't really been doing much Lego, I'm guessing, Mr. St-Cyr, because you're budgeting to not buy Lego. The house it's not finished yet. There's Sandy.
Hey, Sandy.
Hi, Sandy.
Hi.
Look who it is. We haven't seen this guy in like months.
I know.
You guys last like 2 weeks ago.
We missed you at the show.
Wow, I missed you guys too, unfortunately.
There weren't enough helicopters there. It was sorely missed.
That much is certain.
Well, I didn't bring any helicopters last time, so
I know, but there wasn't enough there weren't enough helicopters to attempt to taunt you, is what I mean.
Oh, okay.
What did you say, Curtis?
That's I forgot what I said.
I don't know what you said.
I cut you off.
That's fine. I cut you off.
It was probably a lie or something.
I'm
anyways.
sorry.
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 What are you talking about? I said it that way on purpose, Matt.
You boot?
Have a good show.
Thanks, Sandy. So yeah. Okay, so Cowdice, what have you been working on?
Robots.
Robots? Yeah, I see something. I'm assuming there's a video coming up for that.
Oh wait, Sandy wants me to show you this too. I just push it away.
I could have swore in the background I heard show him your bouncy castle.
Well, I don't think there's castle in here.
What's he got? Oh, Dave found a horseshoe again.
It's
Or he
a used
unlodged it. Your husband has a horseshoe.
I'm gonna preface this by saying I gave everybody a shot at this one. I left it for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I left it. And he was originally asking the 200 dineros, and I said that's a little rich. Like, when my doctor said Alfredo, chicken Alfredo, too rich for my blood. So I waited 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden he reduced the price today. So
look at Sandy's face. She's like, yeah.
And he's spraying.
This is the year we're talking about here, right there.
1983. Am I right? Is that 1983?
I think that's probably 83.
83 or 82. I can't remember 100%. It'll be on the back page.
1981.
Oh, so close. But
Just a little bit outside.
But this is even an older one. Doesn't have the front cover on it. This is pre-1977. What's the year in this one? Because it's missing the front cover.
Jeff probably wasn't even born yet.
It doesn't have any minifigures. I have this coveted car right there. Where is it? That black car right there with the 2x3 trans clear slopes that nobody has, except only came in that set.
Smoky transclear or cloudy transclear slope.
But it has some of the classic base already sorted out in this big baggie here.
Ooh.
It has
You're just a
castle sorted out in this baggie here. It has blue rails, the coveted blue rails.
Are they really coveted?
Ooh.
They're not coveted.
I got a bunch of blue rails.
Me too. Dave's used his blue rails.
I have 0 blue rails. I just want to say.
I've used blue rails in layouts.
Do you need blue rails?
I haven't noticed blue rails in my life. So I
picked
guess
that up just now, like half an hour ago.
Cool.
And again,
and he's already.
I even checked. What?
I was gonna say you already sorted it.
No.
it came pre-sorted.
Did you wash it?
I checked with my friend that I keep on stealing his lots from because we both bid on the same lot. So I even checked with him before I took this one.
So Dave has a horseshoe. Confirmation that Dave still has a horseshoe somewhere in his body. We won't say where.
It's a space-shaped magnet. It just
I told you guys he lives in some sort of twilight zone where
the armpit of Ontario.
6970-6971, the FX Star Patroller, and the Robot Command Center are the sweats I know that are in there. So those are the 4 space sets that I know
Those-
are there.
Those things like never come up on our Facebook Marketplace here. I don't know what.
Or they do.
I
and
won't
they
tell
just
you how
get
many
bought
6,
quickly.
9, 7-0s I have.
But
Do you,
Matt,
you
you
just
guys
live
have
on Facebook Marketplace?
so. But Matt, hold on. I want to argue with that one because they don't come up because you guys have Bricks and Minifigs and you have Atlanta Brick Co. in your city.
Yeah, but
So
Atlanta
people
Brick
know.
an hour and 15 minutes from where I live in the metro.
Okay.
So
You have 3. No, wait, there's only one Bricks and Minifigs, right? You have 2 resale stores for Lego in your city. So people that know anything about Lego will go to those places to trade them in. That's why you probably don't see a lot on Facebook Marketplace.
yeah, they're evil.
I have this many spare 6, 9, 7-0s. And
Now he's just
one
showing off.
One command center.
Do you have the one that has a different picture on it, like the same picture but it's
Yeah.
altered? No,
Yeah.
I'm being sarcastic.
That's the original, and this is.
No, I was trying to pretend that there was like a third variation that like
the
Oh,
the
the third
band
one
is slightly moved.
Oh,
Anyway, all right. Should we do some news? Wait,
news.
Matt, what are you doing? What's Matt doing? I'm assuming he's sorting. Or...
I just cracked open this baby. I bought it a long time ago, but we're about to get very friendly here.
I love that house. I wanted that set.
Me too.
And
Trans yellow garage
I'm
doors.
building
Well,
the
I got
first
450 of those, but
the first part of the instructions. Jeff is building this very fabulous teal car.
Woot.
Look at that. Look at all of that teal.
Out of mine.
You mean this teal car?
No, that's not teal. That's white.
I know. I built it in white.
But look at those hot pink hubcaps, baby.
Like, we only got one set over here.
Isn't that coral?
Well, it's actually vibrant coral, technically.
Vibrant coral? Okay, whatever. Cool. All right. Well, happy building with that.
Well,
Here-
who would have coral hubcaps in real life?
Pink wheels. You haven't really met her, but you've seen her on Old Gray Bricks. Meredith. She'd have that. She'd probably have those wheels.
She literally has pink hubcaps
She does
on
on her
race.
race cars.
Coral hubcaps or pink?
Well,
They're
pink.
Because
In fact,
vibrant-
hold on.
Vibrant coral wheels is too long of a screen name. So
At Atlanta Brick Co, I think it was, or Atlanta BrickCon. This was her token.
and look at
Pink
the
wheel.
hot pink windshield that comes with it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cool shape. I don't remember seeing this particular windshield very often. So
It's on the new Speed Champions. I mean,
Yeah,
it comes in black. with silver.
there's a lot of speed champions that have that.
So
well,
that's why this car is white and black because it had a little bit of black
I
on the
never
roof.
buy cars, so I wouldn't know.
It's an awesome little car though.
Yeah,
It's 6 wide. All right, let's hop into some news.
News.
I'm gonna have to leave in 5 minutes because I have to get my daughter from choir practice. So
Well,
I'm
should we
sure
talk about the non? Well, we can talk about the non-helicopter first, but no, it's not a helicopter.
I'm sure she'd love to hang out and talk with her friends for another 30 minutes.
All right. Well, thank you for popping in, Dave. We appreciate it. So we'll say that now so that when you do have to drop off,
Yep.
It's like we remember when Dave was here. Anyway,
Happy basement.
go ahead, Matt. What?
I just said happy basement rebuilding.
Yes, yes. We'll want to tour in the next few weeks.
Yep.
Or whenever you're back on, I guess.
well, I'm gonna have to, fix the place a little, like put shelves and bring the stuff back from the storage place.
Fine. 3 weeks then. No, it's joking. All right, news. A couple of weeks ago, we talked about Mr. Brick Coffee Pot Lego Ideas thing that hit 10K. It's actually been removed from the Lego Ideas program. Sorry, use Dave.
Why?
Why? It doesn't really say. It just said it's been completely removed. Designed by Rainbow Tot. Project has been completely removed. There were no mentions of it ever again. As with previous projects that have also been removed, we'll only know the reasoning behind it being removed if the designer comes out and posts something about it. unless they're on an NDA. Lack of transparency only starts rumors, and we just want the truth. So my thought is either Mr. Coffee or Mr. Whatever said, "Hey, you can't put this on. We didn't give you permission to do this."
All right, then get the IP.
Well, yeah, it's not.
Right.
It's Mr. Brick Coffee or whatever. But yeah, it could be that, or somehow his idea was sold to another company to build or something like that, right? Because that's happened in the past as well. Those are usually the reasons, I would say. Or maybe it's also hit the maximum number of pieces, but they've upped that to like 5K pieces now, I think. So it's probably not that. But it was interesting when things hit 10K and then get removed. Maybe no one really wanted to buy 4 different coffee pots in one set, right? Like, I don't know. Hold on, I gotta mute for a quick second here. I need to sneeze, but it's not coming out. Anyways, if I mute suddenly, you know why. And why does it look like I'm short? There.
Speaking of poor sellers, I went to the local Lego store today, and they already have the Lego Master set, which only came out like 2 months ago, like 20% off, which is not selling.
I'm surprised it wasn't on the Black Friday deals or the insider deals the other day.
It was on the table of Black Friday stuff in the store.
Sorry, what did you say? It was what?
It was on the table with all the Black Friday stuff in the U.S. store I went.
Okay. Paul's got an interesting comment. Someone would have put hot water in it for sure. Maybe. I don't know. All right, next up, idea set. We have Peter Rabbit, which I slightly remember this story from when I was a kid. But this is by Ben Louisa. Features Peter's Burrow along with Mr. McGregor's Garden and includes minifigures of Peter Rabbit, Mr. Todd, and Benjamin Bunny. There's an inside of the building here too, and then there's the garden as well.
Well, they made 2 movies about Peter Rabbit in recent years. I think in the last 7 years.
Yeah,
they were pretty decent movies. Well, family movies, but pretty decent.
Those are big ass carrots. Anyways, so maybe could be an idea set in the future. Who knows? I'm assuming there's no license on Peter Rabbit.
Yeah, it probably is.
If there's a movie, somebody has the IP.
Yeah, or has the rights to the IP. I don't know. And there's a capybara.
Yeah,
which is an Australian
that was
or New
cute.
Zealand. Is that Australian or New Zealand? I can't remember now.
It's Australian.
This is built by Birdie Bricks. 630 piece build featuring a large scale capybara with a semi-articulate legs.
Why would people buy that?
Because they're adorable.
Because everybody loves capybaras. Have you not watched Instagram Reels?
Yeah, but would you want one in Lego bricks?
Hey, no. that the Tuxedo Cat is selling like hotcakes. So
obviously, 10,000 people want the idea of this being a set. No, it probably wouldn't be anyhow. But so we are so far into the news that we're talking about Black Friday promotions. We've gone through 4 articles. All the rest are new sets. So we'll start here with Black Friday promotions because that starts on Friday, November 29th to December 2nd. So first up, obviously, is the Endurance set is going to be sold on Black Friday on the 29th, $269.99 US. If you purchase it early enough, they also will get the gift of purchase of the Shackleton Lifeboat while supplies last.
I'm very tempted, actually.
Matt is very tempted. I think it's a cool looking ship. I'm definitely going to buy some of these sails when the sales become on or get on Bricks and Pieces, just because I think those could work on my windmill.
Are you going to build the boat, Jeff?
No, for the windmill. I think this sail here might actually work well for the windmill. It depends on how long it is, but I thought that might look nice on there.
Probably on Bricks and Pieces, you'll have to buy like the entire set of sails.
Yeah, I would assume it's going to be $20 or whatever for the full set of sails. So,
but you can always resell the sails that you don't want to.
Yeah,
keep.
Exactly. Yeah,
because I know honestly, pirates enthusiasts would likely want those sails.
Yeah, And honestly, this color, they're not printed at all, so these sales could be very useful for other things too, like just for if you want a Lego fabric type thing, right? Because I was noticing there was nothing like in a white or there was nothing really unprinted in cloth that isn't a cape. The retro record player is returning for the second week with purchases of 250 US or more. I'm assuming that was 360 Canadian. We have a breakdown of some of the parts in here as a new elementary article shortly. The winter holiday train also comes back for a purchase of 170 US. While this train doesn't look all that interesting, it does have red rims, which, you know, for certain space loving classic space builders, that might be.
Nobody likes that stuff.
There's also Cyber Monday deals. So if you purchase $50 on Cyber Monday, you get the Friends mobile music trailer and Lego Marvel Venom Street Bike polybag combo. At first, I thought this was one set, and I was like, "What the what?" Then I realized, oh, no, it is two different sets. In store only, there's a Creator's Santa Sleigh Ride polybag with a purchase of $40. Again, that's for Cyber Monday. Discounts. Insiders will have a discount on selected sets from the 23rd of November to December 2nd. So most of these sets are already currently available for discounts. And I don't know if they're going to add more sets. I'm hoping they do because there's a few sets I'm interested in that I would love to see it go on discount. Otherwise, I'm not buying Lego for Black Friday weekend. So we'll see what happens with that. There's also for insider points purchases, you can get a Lego Marine chronometer for 2,400 points while supplies last.
That's kind of cool.
The tic-tac-toe set for space characters for 2,400 points as well, which comes with 5 white and 5 orange spacemen, no air tanks included. And the helmets are, oh no, the helmets are the right helmets, I think.
Now, is that VIP points? Yeah, you spend points.
Yeah, this is VIP points.
But it's not a GW.
No, I was hoping it was a GWP because then I would have been buying like left, right, and center. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do this because like we have a lot of space guys now.
The trouble with the compass is that if you take your sailing vessel too close to Baffin Island, you know, magnetic north is not the same as true north, and you're going to get lost.
True, but I don't plan to go to Baffin Island anytime soon with my magnetic compass.
Well, that's what that sailing vessel's for. It's supposed to go to.
And then the one that I always love is 75% off of a $5 discount voucher on Shop at Home on Cyber Monday. So the previous years you were able to buy 4 of them, so $20 worth of insider worth of discount for $5 basically.
So you have to spend points to get more points. Is that
no? No. Yes, you're like, so for 162 insider points instead of 650, you would be able to buy a $5 off insider reward.
And if anyone's listening, in past years they've released them in batches. So like if you hop on and it looks like they're all gone, check back in 4 more hours because they often release another batch of them.
Interesting. I didn't know about that one. I usually they usually do 4 maximum 4 per person.
Correct.
So I'm usually on like just at the stroke of midnight on Monday or on Sunday night, Monday morning to get that. They do sell out first come first serve, so you know it doesn't last forever. There's also an ongoing contest or an ongoing insider point sweepstakes for 100 or for 1 million insider points. See, Davey?
Got a drop.
Dave? Okay.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for hanging.
Okay.
There's also the $1 million sweepstakes, which you can enter in every day for free. I haven't actually done it today. I've been doing it for the past few days. And then there's the 100 points for select rewards from November 23rd to December 2nd. So a lot of the rewards on the Insiders program are reduced down to 100 points. I don't really know what this is. I don't know what that is. Maybe a pencil case or something.
It's a Toblerone.
Yeah, it's a Lego Toblerone.
The chocolate bar that comes in a charm shape.
Yeah, that's a possibility. Anyway, so yeah, there's stuff going on. I'm assuming there's going to be some extra sets on sale or something for Black Friday. But again, I don't know. I just don't know. Let's just see if there's the link here.
So far, I think the offerings are a little bit lame. So I'm hoping there's more stuff that they.
Yeah. Well, did anybody place an order for Black Friday this weekend? for this week?
I was underwhelmed by the offer, so I waited.
Okay.
held my
Yeah,
ground.
I was the same. I didn't, even though it was double VIP points, there wasn't anything that I must have type thing. I just pulled up the Canadian deal here just to see if there's anything that they left off. Yeah, select sets. Oh, all the sets were there. Crap. A-frame cabin R2.
I am interested in getting the Doctor Strange if it's double points, but I was kind of trying to wait till there was a GWP that's expensive that it kept out. So.
Yeah, and I don't think there's double points at all this weekend. So technically, last weekend was the better one to do, but and no, I'm not personally going in to claim my reward for 1 million points today. I'm not doing that.
The one where you're supposed to make like a shopping list of what you would spend the points on?
Yes, there's that too, and I think that expires at the end of December or on December 2nd.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have a favorites list, you can pass the URL to Lego, and they will. There's a chance you could win $1,000 of that page or whatever it was. I forgot what the deal was.
Yeah, basically they want you to like pour through the catalog and imagine all those delicious Lego sets at your house, and then they're like, okay, well, you didn't win, but here now that we've planted the seed and you won all those sets.
Well, there's that, or they're also it's marketing as well. It's like, what sets do you want? Like, what's on your wish list? Maybe that'll help them for marketing type stuff. Yep. Paul's saying for the Capybara, Dave needs to watch more Capybara reels and listen to the Capybara song, and he'll understand.
I'm going to send you more Capybara reels on Instagram
now. Yeah, and he also did the wish list thing. Super easy to do. Yeah, I have wish lists. I just haven't actually submitted it. So,
yeah, all you have to do is pick 2 expensive sets, and you're there. I mean, right?
Well, pretty much, yeah. And it's $1,000 Canadian or US, depending on where you're from, or $1,000. I think it was I don't know if it was everywhere, but anyway, I'm gonna have to track that one down. Okay, so new set announced: Lego Technic Ducati Panigale. I think that's right, B4S, which is another one of the motorcycles in the large motorcycle series. JP Spellwaren accidentally or revealed this set a few days ago. So it's I already said the Ducati. It's 1,603 pieces. Will retail for 169 pounds, which is pretty much the same in US dollars. The set is similar scale as some of the other Technic motorbikes, like the Ducati, the BMW M1000RR, and the Yamaha MT10. Sorry, the Ducati. There was an older model of the Ducati. I didn't think it was the same one. Oh, which is a V4R. Okay, sorry, that was the same one. This set is listed as a January 1st release. Lego Shop has uploaded the product page. You can we can confirm that it will retail $199.99 US dollars. You can start your pre-ordering of the set today.
I'm not sure. I think it's like Jamie
Anyways, some people have complained as well because like there's the gears here and there's this nice big blue gear in the middle of it that, you know, just looks out of place compared to some of the other stuff. And I mean, Lego has specific colors for their gears and stuff, so it's easier to build, but that one's a bit of an eyesore. I have to agree with that.
Do you think that if they made it gray, that everyone would be happy?
Yeah.
Okay.
They made it a neutral color. I think people would be happier than a blue gear, unless, you know, Dave, when you're looking at that, does this gear stand out to you?
Not from this distance.
Okay. Well, he's I play the colorblind trick as well.
Like a light blue or something?
Yeah, it's like a lighter blue compared to the red of the bike.
It's a light.
But I mean, again, he's colorblind, so I was just curious if it stands out for him as a
light azure. Or medium.
Medium, yeah, it's one of the azures. Anyways. All right, I clicked on that link as well just to see if they had other Lego listed, but it's in German, so I'm going to worry about that later. All right, now we start with the F1 news. Is anyone here an actual F1 fan? Matt obviously is not. Dave, not really as well, I don't think. So Lego has done the space treatment this year for F1, where they're releasing F1 sets in multiple themes across the world, across the catalog of Lego sets. So first off, being the Technic, we have a Ferrari SF24 F1 car, which which is a car. So this is releasing March 1st, 1,361 pieces, retails for $229.99 US. And it's also available for pre-order today on the Lego shop. So this is one of the two Technic cars that they announced today. Yeah, I'm looking at receivers. That's what I might purchase this weekend. That's why you see all the Best Buy and Gibby's ads on my screen, for the record.
You can see what Jeff's been shopping for.
Yeah, in this case. They also released, this is not Technic, sorry. This is Williams Racing FW14B Nigel Manson, which is a Lego Icon set. So this is similar to one of the other Formula One cars they released earlier this year. This is 799 pieces. Also releasing March 1st at a price of $80 US. Again, accepting pre-orders. So that's Icons and Technic. But wait, there's more.
There's more.
Oh wait, there's more.
Also, Lego City. Okay, well, let's bypass that one for a minute. The other Formula One announcements that were done is a couple of city sets, which we will see again when we go back to revisit the city. This is the McLaren race car for $12.91 or $12.99 US. So not as detailed as some of the other cars that you'll see shortly.
They look terrible.
Yeah, they do. There's the F1 pit crew with the Ferrari. There's the F1 Mercedes AMG Alpine Alpine cars, which has a little garage that has a handle that you can actually carry it if you want. I don't know how many people are going to be carrying around their little Ferraris with them or their cars with them. There's the F1 truck with RB20 AMR 24 F1 cars for $99 for 1,000 pieces. The truck's pretty cool looking. I don't mind the truck, but I mean the cars are just kind of meh. There's an interesting thing here too. This is a Red Bull car because of the color pattern, but there's no Red Bull logo on it. This is marketed as an 8+ set. You'll notice if you are starting to look at some of the other cars that are Red Bull branded, they're 16+ sets because they're adults only, or they're for adults, or 16 or 18+, or whatever. So some of the Speed Champion cars, some of them are adults only sets, and others are not because of the branding on them. All right, next up we have the F1 Williams race and Haas.
Can't wait for the Hooters car sponsored one to come out.
So I have Williams and Haas cars. Again, another small one. This looks more like Mario Kart style cars than anything. It's also a 4+ set, so that does add to that view. F1 grid with V-Carb and Sauber race cars. Again, like lots of city race cars. And then there's the Lego collectible F1 race cars. So collect all 12 of these little tiny cars that basically all have the same base and then just different colored stickers and stuff on them. Like again, Red Bull, not without the Red Bull logo. 12 to collect. Blind boxes, same as the collectible minifigs. And this is basically the March collectible minifig series, but this obviously is not going to be considered collectible minifigures. Thank God, because I don't want them. Then we have some more pictures. And then we get Duplo, because nothing says F1 like Duplo. Race car and drivers, 70 pieces for $50 or $44.99.
I mean,
and it's
kids love cars, though, at least.
Yeah. Well, sure, I agree. But does the kid need every team included? Like logo on?
The dad wants the kid to have every team.
Well, yeah. Well, this is something interesting, too, for the Speed Champions. What I've heard was they're not expecting people to buy every single one of them. They're expecting people to buy the teams that they like. Right? Which kind of goes against one of the other articles that's coming up. But for Speed Champions, there are 10 Speed Champion sets that are all, they're not exactly alike, but they're virtually alike. They're very similar. And I'm not going to go through all of them in this picture because it's just there's 10 of them, so there's basically every car. So we got Ferrari, we got Oracle, Red Bull Racing. Again, this one is Oracle. This one's 18 plus. The previous one, sorry, that one was Red Bull. This one here is 10 plus because it's Shell and stuff. But Red Bull 18 plus. AMG Petronas 10 plus. Aston Martin also 10 plus. 18 plus for this one because it's Red Bull Racing as well. So somewhere on here, I think on this coil they have printed pieces with the Red Bull logo on them. This one's interesting. Kick Sauber F1 team car. I think Kick is a gambling site, from what I understand. I think someone was saying that, but this one's a 10 plus set, so it's kind of funny. Because apparently you can't have Red Bull because you're not allowed to market energy drinks to kids, but you can market gambling.
No stimulants, but we'll take your money.
The other interesting thing is there is one piece on the back of this that is definitely new, and this Kick one is the only one that's in a different color than black. I have a new elementary article that'll talk about that as well. 10 plus for a BMW team car, or BWT car, not BMW. Williams Racing. MoneyGram 10 plus. The McLaren car as well, 10 plus for age limit. Anyways, okay, so that's it for that article. There is a further article on the collectible race cars. There's a closer look, just basically showing all the cars in one shot and then all the cars individually. Again, most of these parts are printed, so there's no stickers on it. So if you're like, oh, that piece is finally coming in dark blue, it's printed. You have to appreciate the effort to cater at F1 fans here. The box design for the Speed Champion sets is well done. Yeah, I mean, I totally understand why they're doing it, but I like my Speed Champion cars that aren't F1 cars. Like I like my Lamborghinis and stuff like that. Now, we're kind of, I don't know if they're going to actually release any Speed Champions this year that are not F1 branded. Anyways, so all the different teams as well in mini cars. There is a question though of, for the record, I'm not shopping for any of this stuff. I don't know why that's coming up. There is possibly a new piece here that's in a lot of colors, which is this weird bar. It doesn't look like a handle. At first I thought it was the handle for the pail, but it doesn't look like that's what it is. So not really sure what that is. It might just be a new style bar, but it'd be interesting to see the math attached to that. All right. And then last but not least, in the Speed Champions F1 thing, there is an Amazon exclusive pack. Now, this is now available for pre-order in the States. I did try to look it up in Canada. It's not available for pre-order here. But it's basically all 10 Speed Champion cars in one box plus a poster. And an exclusive poster. The pricing and release date is not available at the moment, but I'm guessing it'll be released around the same time as the individual sets and will be close to $300. So let's just quickly, let me just go back to, where did I see that article? I think that was just in BrickFan as well. Let me just scroll. Oh, yeah, here it is. It's available for pre-order now. Let's just click on it to see. It's probably going to complain that I'm not in. Oh, let's change it to Amazon.com. Really? Okay, now it's not coming up. Anyway, we'll worry about that later. Or I don't know. I'm just curious what the price actually is. Oh, here it is. It's right here in this article. Sets price of $269.99, contains all 10 cars. So which makes sense. So they're like $27 US cars. So it's basically the exact price. You're just getting an exclusive poster to go with it. So it is what it is. Okay. I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. So let's go back now to the city sets that we skipped over a little while ago. So there are city sets that have been announced. There's a new scrapyard with a car crusher. This is from Smith Toys in France. There's an off-road mountain truck for 221 pieces, which is like meh. It's a 6+ set, so it's not that detailed. that's probably why I said meh. Of interest, there is a new roof piece here, which is oh, it's not on this one. It actually is a sunroof piece, so it has a piece. It looks like a 3x4 window can go into it, and it pops up. There's another vehicle that has it as a roof piece as well. Wow, that actually kind of looks like this guy. That actually kind of looks like the Fred's car. It's not, but it's pretty close. There's the 5 Plus sports car. Yeah, definitely not the same color though either. Anyways, that's a cute little one. The emergency ambulance set. A lifeguard truck. So this is the one where you can see that roof as a sunroof, that roof piece. It's kind of interesting. The lifeguard truck's kind of interesting. I'm wondering if that's orange, or I guess that is orange versus bright light orange. Anyway, and the truck even has a tailgate that folds down. And scrapyard, which we kind of mentioned already, 871 pieces on the scrapyard. This is where you bring. This is when if you do get a bunch of F1 sets, you can then bring them over to the scrapyard to turn them into Lego bricks, so you can build something else. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Comes with a couple of cars as well, which have customizing your own cars. Just basically, you could just flip the front ends of the two vehicles. I think it doesn't seem like there's other front ends to build. All right, that's it for City. There was also some Star Wars sets revealed earlier this week. First one being the Home One, which is Akbar's ship, which is another one in the small ship or the mid-sized ship scale at 559 pieces. There was also Ahsoka's Jedi Interceptor at 290 pieces, which comes with Anakin, Ahsoka, and an R7 droid, it looks like. Hard to read. This one has a few new pieces as well. Some people were noticing. I don't remember what they were now, to be honest with you. I think the canopy is new, and there was another piece somewhere on here that someone had noticed being new, but that was like last week, and I don't really remember. And then the Home One, 559 pieces. I might buy the Home One. I've got a few of these sets already, and I always did like the look of this set, and lots of nice curved pieces in it, because the Home One is a curvy type of ship. And it looks like it has a little Nebulon B frigate beside it, because I think that's what that's supposed to be. And also, there's a 4 Plus Mando and Grogu's N1 Starfighter set, which this one to me isn't all that interesting, but you know, it's still. And then it comes with a Darksaber. Ooh. Anyway, all right, and just announced yesterday. Yes, yesterday was the flying machine, not a helicopter. It does not fly, which is based on which is Leonardo da Vinci's design of the flying machine. It does come with a Leonardo da Vinci figure. It's beginning or releasing in the new year, 493 pieces, and will retail for $50 US. Obviously features Da Vinci's flying machine that wrote in the Codex of Flights of Birds. Da Vinci's flying machine that wrote in the Codex on the Flight of Birds. So that also includes a minifigure of Da Vinci as well. Also, people are noticing like the string here is tan. They've definitely done some recolors of some of the parts in here as well, so there could be some interesting parts coming out. And it does fly, I think, or it does if you pull on this lever or something. If there's a way that you can make it by squeezing it, you can basically make it work, which kind of makes sense because it's a flying machine. It does not fly. And this one actually just got leaked or announced tonight. Ooh, okay. I'm sold. D&D Advent Calendar. Reband. That's not something that came out. It's just someone suggesting. I love the idea. And hello, welcome. Okay, Lego Star Wars Grogu with hover pram and Acclimator class assault ship revealed. So this one is just adorable. It's a brick built group mid-scale Grogu and the pram. Me wants because it's adorable. This is from Amazon Mexico. They leaked the image, and then there's also the Acclimator class assault ship, which is another one of the mid-scale ships at the looks of it. This one doesn't really do anything for me. I'm not a lover of the episode 1, 2, 3 ships versus the later
Proportions look terrible.
Yeah, it doesn't. It look like compared to the other one we saw, this one looks really short.
It's bad.
Okay.
It's not a good microscale representation of the ship.
Yeah, it was a lot more stretched out, wasn't it? I would assume, unless that's just the style of ship. You know what? Here's a way of finding out. Let's quickly Google this.
Let's look it up.
Sorry.
Let's look it up.
Let's look her up. If only there was a way that we could just add a new tab and go like this and go like this.
Another tab.
Image. Yeah, it's not. Well, okay. It is actually an odd scale.
But that looks more like a 90-degree triangle. You know, that angle doesn't look so much like 90 degrees.
Okay, maybe that is accurate.
It's a very cheap wedge.
Yeah, it's a short wedge. Like it's a more angled wedge. But I think I'm thinking of the other style that they had.
Yeah, I was thinking it was a Venator class.
Yeah. Oh, is that what that's called?
Yeah.
Oh, versus Venator. Actually, here we go. Let's just find a good representation of them both. Oh, that's a Lego representation. Well, that doesn't help. I don't want a Lego representation. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so that's this style versus this guy. So yeah, it is a lot more shortened and stuff. So okay, maybe that does make sense. There we go. Problem solved.
There you go. Fixed.
So yeah, I want the Grogu. Grogu's adorable. Unfortunately, this isn't out until January. So, but also announced this week, which we haven't mentioned, in Canada from December 15th to February 15th, no taxes on toys and other items. The government of Canada is obviously wanting us, the Liberal government obviously wants us to vote for them again. So they're giving, they're removing taxes on a bunch of stuff for a 3-month period, December, January, February, 3-month period. And they're apparently giving us like a $200 rebate at some point during the spring as well. So Lego shopping after December 15th just became 13% cheaper, at least in Ontario. Save 13% right away. Anyway, all right. I don't even remember why this was open. Just looking for any decent discounts on Lego on Canada's website right now, or in Shop at Home Canada. Anyways, you can just go to Brickset and click on this anyhow. It's one of the main articles. Okay, New Elementary. I'm trying to speed this up a bit because
that's all good.
New Elementary did a review on the Captain America and Red Hulk sets. Not much in the way of new parts. Obviously, some printed parts in here for this set, which is red bricks with prints on it and a Captain America tile. But there is a new dark blue. This bracket is now in dark blue, and the space guns are in dark blue. So Dave can now do a dark blue. Nothing. And one of the flags is in light gray, which is new as well. Actually, sorry. The bracket is in dark blue. Has only appeared in one other set. The dark blue guns is new. Oh no, it's wow. Okay, these are just these are rare elements. My apologies. They're all available in other sets. I read that wrong. And lots of quantities of the 2x2 snot brick thinning that every brickhead has. They also did a review of the retro record player gift of purchase, and there are obviously some new prints on this one, which is the center of the record player with the music notes on it. It's kind of an interesting little design. Rare elements as well. There's the what color is that? There's sand green hinge plate, the vibrant yellow 1x1 tile, and the light bluish gray volume knob, which is from the NES system. And then there's quantities elements. Obviously, this canopy piece. There's like at least 3 of them in here. 5 of them. Sorry. And then some I laugh when I say this, but the 45-degree inverted 2x2 in black, because I literally have a huge bag of these from all those years gone by. And then there's the slope 4x1 slope as well in black. Okay. I think there's only one more here. One more new. Oh no, this is actually Pick a Brick. For if you want Pick a Brick before Christmas, obviously the best the standard orders you've already passed. We've already passed the guaranteed shipping day for standard orders because it was 40-day turnaround and we're less than 40 days till Christmas. But they did release the deadlines for North America, being December 15th for standard orders, and then European as well. Like Germany is December 16th, and some of the other countries here, Denmark, just December 16th. And that one's pretty much 16th of December for most areas of the state of Europe. Anybody in Australia, if you're watching, hi, how you doing? 16th. Oh, that's Austria. That's not Australia. Australia, 5th of December as well. So that's only in a few more days. And also there was one other thing. Oh, if the last chance parts will mostly be off the system by December 3rd. So the stuff that was last chance in November of last year, or sorry, in November, they gave us a list of parts that were going to be no longer shipped. December 3rd looks like when they'll be completely deleted. The orange torsos did pop up for a few hours last night again, and then disappeared again.
So close.
So close. Oh, I already had some, so I'm good. But Lego or New Elementary also did a quick review, like based on the pictures of the Formula One sets. And as I mentioned, there were a few interesting parts. I'm just trying to get down. So there's the tail fin of this green kick vehicle. Looks like a 2x6 by half. Yeah, I think it's 2 plates, maybe 3 plates. Anyways, it's a weird curved angle. They're suspecting it would be similar to one of the arch pieces that we have that have a curve similar to that, the 1x3 arch. So that's kind of an interesting new piece. And there's also the wheel attachment on these vehicles. All of them seem to have the same structure of 2 arms and a fender coming out. So I think that's a one-piece new piece. So somehow it's probably, I'm guessing it's like Technic pin connections or something into the vehicle. And then I think that's all that they had. Yeah, that wing piece is in black and in green. So I'm not sure what that'll be useful for, but it's it's another new piece in our roster of parts. The last one I have here is the best new Lego parts for 2024. So New Elementary reviewed, or they commented on some of the coolest parts for 2024. First one being the 3PO head piece, the 2x2 by 1 2/3 quarter circle, which they managed to make a perfect ball with it using some of these connector pieces. It's kind of cool little design. So basically the combination of those guys. The banana peel is a cool part from this year.
That mold's going to get used a bunch.
Yeah, I've already seen it used for flowers in some sets and stuff, for leaves and such. And then there's also the bunch of bananas as well. The triangle flag, not so much for me on this one, but it does have some nice uses. Like this is gorgeous. And then they had it also just the compatibility with the 2x4 wedges type thing. So I can understand why they listed it. All the reddish orange elements in general, just because reddish orange is a cool color, and they've given us a bunch of it already. The ghost effect bar piece, again, not that interesting to me, but it is kind of an interesting part, which is being used by Gambit here in the new X-Men set. And it comes in a few other colors as well. The 3x3 macaroni tile, I keep on forgetting about, or macaroni brick. I keep on forgetting about. Sorry?
Hey, macaroni.
Yeah, I keep on forgetting about this part. But I definitely need to order some of these parts because there's a few
Good point,
connections that
Zach.
this will only work with.
I ordered like 4 of those off Bricks and Pieces like 2 months ago, and I don't even. I think I put them away. Otherwise I'd pull them out and show them. But
Oh, it's okay. I definitely want to order some of those. And then they talked about the larger macaroni piece here, the 3x3 macaroni. This new 1x2 wedge tile, which I do love. This is a good tile for sure.
I ordered like 4 of those in every color, just because one.
The new cheese, the anti-cheese grater, as I call it, which this is one of the backgrounds on my computer. Like that's all through.
I call that the door shim, because
the door shim, yeah.
Love.
I just call it the anti-cheese grater because of this picture.
Yes,
that guy, he can't grate his own cheese. But yeah, obviously it has some awesome uses and is available in a bunch of colors already. The 2x2 plate with the bar on the bottom, which again just has some interesting usages for doing some snot techniques. The red panda, sure, that one doesn't really do anything for me, I have to admit. But
stop hating on the pandas.
It's not that I hate on the pandas. It's just
it
doesn't really.
You just hate those.
Anyways, really cheap containers. And let's just see if there's any new Lego Star Wars sets from 2024. I could just translate this. This would probably be a better choice. But anyways, I don't. Yeah, this is that JB Spielwaren site.
Are you on the Dutch side again?
No, that's the German one. But and let me just quickly, because Brick Fan, because news is dropping these days really quickly. So that's the pre-order for the Speed Champions, and that was the pram. Like this one came up between when I finished work and after work. So, and when I logged in to look for stuff. So, yeah, nothing new, no new sets announced yet. But I between this week and next week, I think probably after Black Friday, that's probably when all the new set information will drop for all the other themes. And we still have a lot of themes to cover. I don't think that was the whole city line for sets as of yet, but it could be. Who knows? So yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to talk about. I'll be honest.
Need more cars.
Need more cars. Yeah, I need better speed. Need real.
Well, how awesome Jeffy is.
Well, no, who's this Jeffy guy? Not me. We need more speed champions, and 6 wide would be cool too. But I'll accept. I'll totally accept 8 wide because 8 wides are much more detailed. And by speed champions, I mean non F1 sets. I have to admit though, that 10 pack for some reason is oh, you have to get it because it's 10 cars, and it's no.
It has cool pieces.
I mean, if you were just looking to populate, if you were gonna have a city layout and decide to put a Formula One race in the middle of it,
that would make total sense. Yeah.
Buy the 10 pack, and you got your whole race car. You can line them up and make a temporary track.
I could see myself buying one of those sets and maybe one of the collectible cars just to see what the parts are like. But as to which one, I would not be able to say. Probably whatever color interests me the most. But I'm not buying it to put stickers on it and everything. Excuse me. That being said, I think that those stickers, if you didn't apply them to the sets, they could be worth some money in the future. Because you have F1 related stickers. Now, maybe not, because not every piece is stickers. Some of them are printed, but
you say some of the sponsor stickers might be sought
after.
Some
of the sponsor stickers, some of the older Speed Champions. When I first started listing instructions, I had one of the original Speed Champion sets, and the stickers for those were really fairly high priced, $3 or $4 or more, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for a piece of paper, it was decent priced. And it could be a lot more than that.
Go look up the sticker sheet for the very first Ninjago City set. Like 3 sticker sheets in that set.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, and there's that too, right? Did I totally close that window? I did. Now I want to look up the sticker sheets for the F1 cards. Bricklink. StreamYard. Let's just quickly. I don't need to log into Bricklink things. Oh, and my store is still closed. Canada Post is still on strike.
Is it really?
Yeah. Yeah, and apparently the negotiations have basically stalled out now. So, so yeah, my Lego store has been closed since before BrickFet, or Bricks in the Six. And
I keep on saying BrickFet too.
yeah, it's because
honest to goodness, and I love Graham, and I know it's his show, and I know it's.
I don't think he minds it. I think he takes it.
He
as a
doesn't mind it
compliment.
because he actually publicly mentions that he really appreciated BrickFet, and he
20
liked
years
it
from
for
now,
the fans, by the fans.
you'll
Pardon?
be calling it Brick.
Yeah, 1 or 2 times. but I gotta differentiate between BrickFet and this one because
Yeah.
Shanie's not here, man.
Well, she's here, just like not
She's not here, man.
watching.
She's not at the show. we adore Janie, but we got Graham and everybody else. I mean, it was a fantastic show. I'm gonna say that. It reminded me. It was honestly for me the entire weekend was nostalgic with who was there and what we talked about, and the new people that I got to meet Matt in real life, and I was so comfortable through the entire show, and there was not a bad moment. Like even losing a minifig, there wasn't a bad moment the entire show for me.
Which minifig was it? I heard you lost one, but what did you lose?
Yeah, it's one of the minifigs on the little platform that has the flying shuttles.
Okay, but was it like a hard to replace one or
like a red or white minifig?
Oh, okay. So I mean, stuff that we.
Yeah, it wasn't like Mr.
Okay.
Gold or anything like that. It was.
Yeah, I wish I had not been getting a cold, but even with the cold, I still had a really good time. And
yes, I'll be doing it. I
think I ended up talking to more fellow builders, than I talked to just visitors to the meeting. But I had a lot of fun. Absolutely
awesome. Yeah,
I just loved the jersey and the painting. It was just Matt. That was the chef's kiss. Like honest to goodness, that was just.
So I have to confess though that I had a horrible sinking feeling on Sunday morning when I walked out and realized that 2 of the panels were rotated 180 degrees wrong direction. I didn't notice till the last day, and then I was like, all these people took pictures, and on the far right hand side, you could tell like they're rotated and they're facing the wrong direction.
Yeah, when you take a step back, but I didn't notice.
I mean,
it is. I'm not saying it's a phobia of mine, but it is weighs heavily on my mind that because it's happened in a few shows because you have this ginormous layout.
Yeah.
And you want it to be picture perfect. So when somebody takes a picture and posts it on their Instas or whatever, that is all. And I look over and there's a spaceship on its side or a minifig's on its face. And I'm going, and there is, how many pictures were taken of my layout with that guy laying there? It's like, no.
The problem is that with the mosaic, I have to assemble it face down. Like they're numbered and lettered, but it's really easy just to flip it.
Yeah.
Well, a 6 and a 9. I mean, they look the same.
And I was also not feeling well when I finished putting it together, and I just didn't even check. I just tipped it up, and I'm like, well, for one thing, I ran out of zip ties. So even if I had wanted to lay it back down and clip it, I'd have to go to the hardware store and buy more zip ties because I used up every single zip tie I brought and was about 18 short. And I went, oh crap, I don't really have enough. So anyway, lesson learned. But I had a great time. That was my biggest regret. I met just on a personal level. So like I had posted in the Gables forum. So we have our own Facebook page. And I just said, if there's anybody attending the, Toronto show that doesn't have a Gables brick, because we have our own brick that we printed up, I'm bringing some extra, just look me up and I'll give you one. And a young guy, well, younger than me, person approached me and just said, I'd really like one of those bricks. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I ended up talking to him, and he's just going through the process of telling his family, and it's been a little rough. And so we ended up, I invited him up. We got some takeout, and he chatted with Thomas and I. And afterwards, he just said, he was super, super appreciative. He said, it's really great for me just to see like a same-sex couple that's been married for 10 years. And like, he's like, I don't know anybody like you guys. And he goes, just that even just talk to you has been, gives me some hope for the future. And so it was, I told Thomas that like, aside from all the Lego stuff, I just felt like I helped someone else. And it really, even though I didn't always feel great driving up there and driving back. I felt like the trip was really worth it if I helped one other person. So
Awesome.
yeah.
You are inspirational, Matt.
Yeah.
No, you are. As a friend, you're not inspirational, but for the general crowd, you're very inspirational.
I guess I just think I'm just.
Hey, we what do you call that? We are the worst. What's that new psychology?
Yeah, we have the worst
called?
opinion of ourselves, or we always.
Enough.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like the builder sees all
imposter syndrome. We are the worst. I think Lego fans are the worst imposter syndromes people on the planet.
It's like when you build something, you know where all the mistakes are,
all the flaws. We know all the flaws are.
Yes.
But for the record, that module that I dropped and rebuilt, I actually gained some pieces back because there's no pieces that are loose to the bottom anymore.
So it's a win.
So this sticker that I have on the page here is from the first year. It's the Ferrari version or Ferrari sticker. How much do you think it sells for? I'll full screen it just so it's a little bigger. What do you think? Ballpark.
Some of those sticker sheets are the first. If I could go back in time when I was still working at the Lego store, I would tell myself like buy 5 each of every single one of the first Speed Champions sets.
Yeah. But yeah, so basically $19 is the average price. $19.60 is the average selling price, and that's a Ferrari ones.
Wasn't the whole set like $19 US?
Yeah, pretty much. So that was a Ferrari one. Let me just go to 2018, and I'll just choose. How about this one? The Ford.
That specifically the Ferrari set. So we have a Ferrari dealership that was like, I don't know, 15 minutes from the Lego store that I worked at. And we had numerous sales reps come in and buy that set just to put on their desk at the sale at the our lot. It was kind of funny. They were like, yeah, I work for Ferrari. Just want the Ferrari.
I'm waiting for this to load. And Brick, obviously I'm still talking to you guys, so I know the internet works. Let's just hit enter again and just see if it why is it slow?
Quick, Dave, hold really still and he'll think we're frozen.
Goofballs. That's just weird. Come on, Google. Yeah, I'm 400 megs, 500 megs, 600 megs a second. I think my internet's good.
So the other thing that Thomas said, because he was in the hotel room, he wasn't feeling great either. He was like, I forgot how much faster the internet is in Canada. He was raving about how great your internet was. So.
Like in the hotel, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Like the hotel Wi-Fi?
The speed was better than you get in most US hotels.
Okay. Yeah, Bricklink is just down. I'm guessing because I just went back a page and it's just taking forever. Unfortunately, I only have 30 gig upload or 30 meg upload, but that's because I'm not fiber on cable. But I'm okay with 634 down. Anyway, yeah. So sticker sheets for Speed Champions, they have been expensive in the past.
Crazy.
Yeah. So, and that's one of the reasons I don't put stickers on a lot of stuff. Also, I just want to use those parts for other things, and if it's got a sticker on it, it just goes into a pile of parts with stickers. It's like.
Yeah, if I'm building a Star Wars set that I'm going to display in my office till I die, I don't mind putting the stickers on. But like when I'm building these friend sets, I like to build the friend sets once and then I'm going to tear it apart for parts typically. Yeah. So I almost never sticker the friend sets. I just throw the sticker sheet over and tell myself someday I'm going to use those sticker sheets, and then I never do. But I've got a big pile of sticker sheets.
I mean, you have a Bricklink store. And
I do.
Honestly, it would be dirt cheap to mail them for most of the cases.
That's true. You could sell that.
Right?
You could send that with a first class stamp.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, I would put a little cardboard around it just to keep it from bending. But and what do you use for cardboard? Old Lego boxes from your sets.
Oh.
I've got a stack of them that I just break the boxes down, and that becomes my backing for anything I'm shipping. So
let's just say I have no shortage of cardboard in my house.
Yeah. For the record, Cow Dice is not asleep.
He's slipped into a meditative state.
Yeah, Lego meditative state. I finally caught up. What was that, Candace?
I'm thinking about where my Lego guy is in the world right now.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't put a GPS tracker on him?
I'm going to start doing that.
I have finally caught up with my YouTube video backlog from Bricks in the Six. But that being said, I still have 20 videos in my backlog that were just, oh, these videos are long. 1, 2, 3, I'm counting the Dave ones, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my God.
I'm
12
back
of
to
them are-
one day for the rest of this week, and I have nothing next week. So I only have 3 more, two more unpublished videos.
I haven't of that 20 videos, 12 of them are Dave K videos. Because I don't want to watch them at a sequence. You've released some shorter ones, and I'm like,
we do an unboxing of this thing like a live. I don't know.
It's funny. I'm like the worst consumer. I appear on 2 YouTube chats and I don't watch any other ones. I don't even watch the ones I'm on. I just participate, and I use YouTube a lot. I watch a lot of ancient history stuff on YouTube and hockey, but I almost never watch Lego stuff on there. And people are like, "Oh, you're this YouTube channel." I'm like, okay, yeah. I mean, I know about Jang Bricks. It's what you watch when you have trouble trying to fall asleep at night. But
for me, I have YouTube videos playing on my personal computer while I'm working. If I'm not in meetings, it's just background noise, and I'm learning stuff as well, like Lego news and shit and stuff like that. Okay, no longer
PG there, Debbie.
I already said ass earlier, so
I can't do that. I would get too interested in the Lego.
Well, you also teach a class, so it's not like you can do that.
Well, I mean, I will say, like, this week I had to watch that like employer ethics course, and then like the Privacy Act stuff, and I do this every single year, so it's usually the same exact video I watched last year. Yeah. So I did put on some YouTube while that was playing, and I only paid like 15% of my attention to it, and then I aced all of the quizzes at the end. Yeah. That's because I've already watched it a couple times.
Yeah, I hear you. But yeah, but yeah. All right, I guess we'll wrap it up. Because Matt has to go watch episode 3 of Silo because it did drop today.
I haven't watched any of that yet.
Oh, I'm only halfway through it, so don't go.
We already watched.
Okay.
Spoiler: they're in a giant tube. But
I knew that much.
I'm gonna go down and watch the third period of the Wings versus the Calgary Flames.
Oh, Calgary. Gotcha.
Calgary, yes.
All right. So, and Dave, he's got to go make some more YouTube videos.
That's right.
Because he's got a whole week.
Jeff needs content. Jeff needs content.
No, yeah. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to watch after this because I would like to sort some more.
I'm just working my robot right now. That's all.
Are there videos? Yeah, I haven't seen any videos about that yet. Are there?
It'll be tomorrow and Friday.
Tomorrow on Friday. I did see the Thanks Jeff video that came out today, I think. For bright light orange Technic bits.
Wait. Just for there.
Hey, that doesn't have the right pieces. I see a 1x2 there instead of 1x8.
Is that the Moon Rover?
No, it's the go-kart from 1979.
77.
77? Okay, so I'm just off by 2 years in general. Because I said 83 earlier and it was 81 and 79 and 77. Yeah, Dave has a full collection of every color he can make.
Every color.
That's why I'm always looking out for Technic beams for Dave.
I should be able to make a red, burnt, orange, brown thing, whatever. Okay. That's cute.
I've threatened that these in every pastel color if they have the slope pieces.
Go for it.
But every time reddish brown, I ordered the reddish brown parts that look identical to the old brown to me. So it makes no sense for me to try.
Oh, the car looks well to you. It does.
The pieces are identical to brown.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah.
So reddish brown is brown.
Reddish brown. So, due to the miscommunication today, I ended up going to the Lego store and I ended up just wandering around for half an hour waiting.
What'd you buy me?
What's that?
What'd you buy me?
I literally didn't buy anything because there were a couple things that I was interested in, but I thought I'm going to wait till there's a GWP because that's the kind of guy I am. But the one thing, the black Flame Falcon, which is like the alternate version, it's got like Darth Jar Jar. I want all 7 of the minifigs in that set, and so I'm looking at it going, they had a damaged box one, so it was like 10% off or something, nothing amazing, but still a little bit less. And I thought, well, maybe it's just cheaper to just go buy the 7 minifigs off Bricklink. And so I looked up the lowest price for each minifig shipping within the US. It's $100 for the 7 minifigs. I'm like, I could just buy the set, and for like $65 more, I'd get the Dark Falcon, which has like a really cool canopy that I think has only ever been made for that particular set. So I don't know if there's a, a GWP that gets me excited next week, start or on Friday, I might just spring for it and just, the figs are all going to be 100. They're all going to be expensive. So.
Yeah, but like you said, you want the figs, so that's why you're getting it.
Yep.
And then you basically are getting the rest of the pieces for almost nothing, right?
Correct. That's correct.
So.
Except that
and
nothing
needs
on my credit card.
Yeah, well, there's that too. Yeah, so I bought when I brought a bunch of figures to the garage sale to sell, and so I put on these little tiny stickers with a price on it. Obviously, this is not the sticker, but and these are also the same stickers I use to do mailing labels, and they're the same stickers I use to do my sorting and stuff. And I ran out of those stickers, so I ended up buying 8,000, 100 more pages of those 80 stickers, so 8,000. I bought the largest pack they had on Amazon. I'm like, well, I'm placing a $40 order on Amazon. What else do they have on sale? So I ended up buying the 3PO that goes with the R2, because it's like, I really do want 3PO. It's back ordered, but it was 25% off, so I was like, meh, I can deal with 25.
Oh, is it 25 on Amazon?
It's at least in Canada, it's 25 off on Amazon, so you might want to check.
Gotta go check that, because
do you use Camel? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
All right. Well, we talked about it a few times, but let's do it again.
Camel. Can't say that I've heard of it.
Present. Let me just reshare here. Oh, I already am sharing. Let me just get back to a view here. So if you're on Amazon, so it's a Google plugin.
Okay.
Called Camel. So if you're on Amazon and you look for something like Lego C3PO, right? And you go to try and go to the one that's got the price on it, obviously, because that's going to be the one that's currently available. This is the Lego store. So basically, it puts a little icon up here that's a little brown camel.
Okay.
Or you can't see it because it's hidden behind the Kenny Brick Builder sign. I can't really move that.
The trust.
Anyways, it's the plugin, and it pops up this item. This is actually a third party at the looks of it. So it's no longer on sale.
Okay.
So let's just quickly look for another one here. Another Lego set that's hopefully on sale. Come on, Lego on sale. Let's just search for Lego.
The thing I run into all the time is periodically I'll go to price something for my Bricklink store, and so I'll look at what people are reselling it for on Amazon, and then I get this like Capital One shopping thing that says, "Hey, that thing that you looked on Amazon, it's this price," and I'm like, "No, I'm selling that actually."
Fair enough.
I'm looking to buy more of them. I'm selling the one that I already own.
Yeah.
So.
All right, this one is, I think this is probably shipped and sold by Lego, hopefully. Anyway, so when you click that camel logo,
okay,
it pops it up, and so this is still saying third party new. I'm trying to find one that's shipped and sold by Amazon.
But basically, it's like a comparison shopper.
Yeah, so it tells you the pricing again. Give me 2 more seconds here. Let me just.
I've seen this with travel where they do like whether the airline ticket, like this is a good price to buy, or it says it'll probably go down or something. I've seen that with airline stuff before.
Okay. All right. So hopefully this one works.
Initially, I thought you were saying camo, like
no, camel.
Yeah,
MAL. Anyway, so basically, you can just set the price on this to say, if it's regular $100. So I want it to be, give me the price at 20% off or 25% off.
Okay.
And basically, you just like you create a camel account. So for example, for me, my price watches. So I have like the construction crane on.
Yeah.
And I have a deal on it for anything below $110.
The B&B was a Costco thing in the States. Is it available in Canada?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Right now I have a watch for $97.
Okay.
On it, Canadian, and right now it's at $129. So it's over. Sorry, I just realized this is hard to read. There you go. Right now it's $129, so it's higher, $32 higher than my watch list price. But basically, I get an email to say, "Hey, this one's available."
Okay.
Type thing.
So you have to set the price though. It doesn't tell you like, "Hey, it's 15% off," or "Hey, it's 20% off." You kind of have to like pick the price you want to pay for it.
Yeah, you say how much you want to pay, but you can do it as a percentage or you can enter the dollar value in. The problem is if it's on sale, it's giving you the sale price.
Okay.
Like you can see here, it says price when tracked. So some of these, the price, like here, this one here, the baby Groot, when I tracked it, I tracked it at $49.86. That's the current price of it. It's actually a $60 figure. So I just went a little bit lower, like to 40. I just said the price watch is $50 or whatever.
Okay.
So and basically when it drops below that price, you get an email, then you can go on and buy it, which is handy, but it's also tempting and can be troublesome too, right? Because when you want to go and buy it. So, anyways,
well, thanks for letting me know about that.
Yeah, I'm assuming it works in the States as well. I'm assuming it's a universal thingy.
I would assume so too.
Oh, and I did find the Win Your Lego Wish List article as well. So let me just quickly pop that into chat.
While you're doing that, I wanted to ask you, this was the first show where you brought your TELUS bill. Did you get a lot of feedback from?
I got a lot of people that said, "Hey, this is my office," and so I'd walk up because I was right beside it. I'd walk up and say, "Oh, that's funny. It's my office too. I work in this. I'm part of TELUS Health. Oh, I'm part of this." So yeah, I did. I bumped into people that were in our finance department. No one I actually knew.
Okay.
There was one of my coworkers sent her husband and kids, but she didn't come. Okay. So I did see technically a coworker's family. But yeah, there was about 4 or 5 different, well, maybe 6 or 7 different people that came up and they were looking at Royal York and then they saw the building. It's like, hey, I work right there. And they'd point to one of the levels and it was kind of funny.
I will say that you probably would have gotten more attention if it hadn't been for the fact that there was this giant eye-popping castle right next door.
Yeah, who would do that?
Pretty much.
But I mean, it was like being right beside Dave. Being right beside Dave and being that close to the entrance as well. Like you'd watch the people walk in and they walk past the beautiful mosaics that were on the floor and they'd be like, and then they kind of look over at Dave's and you just see their eyes light up and it's like, oh my God. And then they get kind of around Dave's and then they turn around and it's like the castle and they're like what's going on?
Well, I mean, you two had prime real estate. I mean, every person that entered the show had to walk past your stuff. So you got all the eyeballs. But I'm guessing that if your TELUS building had been in like a city layout, people probably would have noticed it for its own sake. There were really attractive, bigger items right next to it. So it probably a little bit suffered by the sense just that people got, holy cow, look at that. Look at this giant space thing. Look at this giant castle. But it's a nice building in and of itself. But because it's a local attraction, I was just curious to know how much feedback.
Yeah, a lot of people, because I have Union Station, which is our main central hub for trains and stuff. And the Royal York Hotel is very, very noticeable and stuff. So there were a lot of people that they'd pass my castle and then they'd be like, "Oh my God, hey, this is where Dad comes out of the subway every day and gets on a train or whatever," like that type of stuff. So if you guys have been here, there's a lot of that with the kids too. So
the mosaic of the Fairmont, if I remember correctly, that's what it's called. Is that like a really famous landmark?
So Fairmont. It's the hotel in Quebec City.
Right.
And it's right in the downtown core of Quebec. So it's in Old Quebec, which is a beautiful area. It's the same company that built that building that built my Royal York Hotel.
Okay.
Which is like the CN, Canadian National Railway, that built basically across Canada. They built the railroad, and as they were building it, they built the major hotels in all the cities.
Didn't they build the famous hotel at Lake Louise?
Yeah, Banff. The what is that one called now? I can't remember. But yeah, they built that one. They built the one in Vancouver and Calgary. So they built a bunch of them, and they're all similar, similar style, not necessarily similar building. But
I haven't had a chance to go to Quebec, so I just assume it must be a landmark kind of building.
Yeah, Old Quebec City is absolutely beautiful. I went when I was in grade 8, and I do want to go back, and maybe in the next few years I will hopefully do that. Maybe when we're going to go visit Sean and.
Plotting out visiting the northern Maine counties, and I made a trajectory where we would go up to Quebec City for a day or two and then hit northern Maine and loop back to counties, because I do want to see Quebec City. My co-workers, I worked at the embassy in Morocco, and there were 2 Europeans who were translators to go from French to translate English to French, because French is Morocco's other official language. And one of the women, she got married to her boyfriend, and they went up to Quebec City for their honeymoon. And when she came back, I said, oh, she goes, oh, it's the most European city in North America we've been to. And she said, oh, but she goes, their French is so cute. She goes, it's like antique. They have these old-fashioned words. And she goes, we use this word today for this, but they use this very old-fashioned word. She goes, oh, it's so cute.
And because that chain of hotels is also very prestigious, a lot like the Queen, the King, I guess now, when the King comes to visit Toronto, they have a floor for the King or the Queen historically at the Royal York Hotel. And like Paul's saying, he saw David Beckham once in the lobby. It's not a cheap hotel to stay at. What was that?
Dave Beckham plays the Lego.
He does, yeah. This is true. So yeah,
it's pretty cool. I hope to see it sometime.
If Sean ever gets a date or gets a venue for his event, what's it called again? Crap, I forgot the name of it now. His event in Nova Scotia. Brick Explosion.
That would be so much fun to go. I'd love to see the Maritimes.
Yeah, well, I've never been to the Maritimes myself, so I would love to be able to drive out there. And for us to go driving out there, Quebec City's right on the route.
Yeah,
pretty much.
There's actually one show I've done that Jeff hasn't done yet.
Yes, well, that show no longer exists, right?
I know, but it still is out east.
But there's also about 100 shows.
I'm claiming it. It doesn't matter if that one specifically doesn't exist anymore.
But there's probably 5 or 6 shows that I've done that you've never done. So
I know, but I've done a show that you haven't done.
This is true. But
yeah, but Dave, you can still come to Atlanta BrickCon because it's still happening. So
there's that. I don't know anybody there. Nobody likes Classic Space. That entire group. No. Nobody.
Or you could go to Brick World Chicago and you would know like a ton of people because
I had a really good time when Jeff and I were down at Brick World that time. It was fun.
Oh, you went?
Yeah, 2010.
Yeah, 2010. Yeah, 2010. 2011.
Holy cow, that's a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, that was when I was back at the Hilton, I think it was.
Josh was just a few, like 1 or 2 years old. He was just
I was still married in my first marriage and a straight man, so that's a long time ago.
Wow. Times have changed. I had a 16-month-old, so I mean that was
wow.
Yeah. So,
and we
why don't we end the chat here?
Jeff's got to go watch. We got to wrap this up.
We've pushed in another 30 minutes, which is awesome. But anyways, thanks everybody for coming out. We will be back next week. Getting closer to the 199, 200 level. So,
well,
anyways, have fun.
I'm gonna show off my car too.
I don't have anything to show off.
Hold up your car.
Okay, I have to press the button now. So I'm hitting the button. See you guys. Have fun.